Hey beauty warriors, welcome back to Battle Tested Beauty. Today I've got this box full of drugstore makeup that I've been accumulating, and I've got enough to do a full face minus a primer because I kind of don't really dig primers anyways, so I just skipped that whole thing. Some of this I've already tried already, some of it is brand new to me. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna do a full face and let's have some fun. Should I do skin or eyebrows first? I'm kind of whack without some eyebrows. Okay, let's do eyebrows first. I'm gonna start with this NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Espresso, and I'm gonna outline my eyes here. All right, so this seems to go on really, really nicely. It's not too creamy or anything. I like this color Espresso. It's a very nice color for me. You sort of see my bald spot a little bit still. I'm going to quickly go in and do the other one. I have my bald spots up there. Okay, I'm actually really happy with this eyebrow. That's a great pencil. NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Espresso, fantastic pencil. I like it. So next, we're going to go in with skin. I want to put my highlight down. This is a Maybelline Face Studio Chrome Jelly Highlighter. So it's a, oh, I gotta touch it. Oh, it is like a jelly, but it's, oh, okay. It's like, reminds me of Silly Putty. So this is in the color 40 Metallic Gold. Oh, it's a mess. I've got what looks like peanut butter all over my finger. And I wanted to put this on before I put my foundation on because it's kind of a darker gold. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. So that's really gold. See my wrinkles. I actually kind of like that finish. I don't like the color much, but I like the finish. So that was a really interesting texture that really reminds me of Silly Putty, only the color of peanut butter, like glittery peanut butter. I think that would be okay over top of your foundation. Speaking of foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup. It's got a broad spectrum SPF in it and then antioxidant enriched pollution protection. Okay, so I've got it in the color Warm Nude. Might be a little pale. Uh-oh, uh-oh. So it looks like that. I think we're gonna be okay though. So this claims to be full cover. I don't know what the dry down is like, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on and hit my fancy sponge. I apologize guys, I really don't remember who this sponge is from, but it's my favorite. It's like this like big, huge latex sponge. And it is the best for everything. I'm not gonna let it walk away being called full coverage, but this is definitely medium coverage right off the bat. My shimmer is kind of gone. Okay, so I put a little bit more on this side than I did the last side. And it seems to definitely have more coverage, but it doesn't look fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go in a little bit more over my hyperpigmentation and see how it's supposed. Did she cover? Nope. Okay, so it doesn't build up the greatest, but it goes on nice. It goes on quick and evenly. Okay, so not my color. Yeah, little doesn't seem to go very far with the Maybelline Urban Dream cover. Oh, it's got this like cool squirty thing though. Can you see it? Okay, so I definitely chose the wrong color. That's okay. It doesn't look like awful or anything like that. I do have bronzer I can fix it with. Next, I'm gonna go in and conceal with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Contour Concealer in the color, well, that's just rude, natural. All the rest of y'all are unnatural. Let's go in and cover up a little bit. How's this foundation sitting? This foundation is just kind of like sitting, ew, it looks like shit in there. I typically don't go under my eyes until just recently, and I discovered the Armani Power Fabric Concealer. Oh, it's amazing. So I conceal under my eyes with that, and it doesn't crease really, but pretty much everything else I've ever used creases under my eyes. But I'm significantly different color around my eyes than the rest of me, so we're gonna have to do something about that. I'm kind of starting to look a little bit more normal around my eyes. Yeah, it's already creasing on the first one. I'm gonna put it on my eyelids too, just so I can have something to work with. Okay, so next cream product I have is the more Maybelline. I'm sorry, I didn't do this on purpose, guys. I swear to God. Maybelline's just coming out with the hot fire. So this is the Cheek Heat in Nude Burn. So this is a gel cream blush that gives a sheer flush of color with a lightweight feel. So I'm just gonna put a little on my finger like that. That's probably way too much. Feel it? Okay, that's kind of cute. It is kind of like fleshy, I guess. Okay, a little didn't really go a long way. Like I took what I thought was going to be way too much, and I've already used it all on this cheek. This is pretty subtle. So, this just like picked up all my foundation off of my cheek. Look at me. That's a no for me, dog. I don't know about this blush. This might be cute if you have like no makeup on. Okay, so I mean, I think that might actually be a shortcoming of the foundation and not the blush. The blush is kind of greasy feeling though. Like I'm not gonna lie, it says it's oil free, but it feels like a cream, like an actual like moisturizer cream. So it leaves like a greasy feel. I'm not seeing much of anything showing up there. And it took off my foundation, which, like I said, let's be fair, might actually have been the foundation's problem. Let's move on to setting. So I'm going to use these Mineral Set It, Don't Fret It Matte Finishing Powder in the color Medium Dark. It's got this crazy sifter. A lot comes out. You can just see, like, I'm just tilting it and it's falling everywhere. Points lost for the sifter because that's a little too much, but at least it goes back into the sifter again. Like it's not like the Fenty one. I feel like the Maybelline Cheek Heat reminds me of, is that the baby lips or the baby cheeks? I feel like it's really similar to that. I'm just gonna set around the area. But if I set my smile lines, now with a foundation like this, that just keeps on moving. That's gonna turn into like a foundation smile line mud. So I gotta avoid those smile lines as best I can. Yeah, I just look like inflamed on my cheeks here. I'm so annoyed with that blush. Maybe it's user error. I have a bronzer. I have here the Maybelline City Bronzer in the color 200. I think this was their darker one. There might have been one darker than this, but it wasn't that dark really. I haven't been telling you guys what kind of brushes I've been using, and they're not very exciting brushes. They're whatever brushes I found on sale at Winners at the time. There's all right. It's kind of bringing a little bit of color. Like looking in the monitor, I can see a little bit kind of like spreading out from the edges of my face. So I'm still too pale, but I like it a little bit better. Yay. Go Maybelline City Bronzer. It's pretty natural looking. Little on the orange side, it looks like to me, but it's not the worst. Okay, so I'm going to really quickly highlight my cheeks using the Ciate London Confetti Highlighter. I got this in a boxy charm last month. It's got a little bit of a color to it. It's got like a kind of like a gold cast to it, like a little bit of a gold color to it rather than just, like straight up shimmer. Probably a little bit more color than I want it to though. It looks a little bit too deep for me, I think. I think I'm gonna do my eyes next. I promise this is the last Maybelline item. So the Maybelline Matte Bar Eyeshadow Palette. It's got 10 eyeshadows in here. The logic behind the size of some of these totally escapes me. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever. I'm gonna get in there and we're gonna play with it and find out. First, I'm gonna just make sure they're nice and smooth. You know that NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop worked out really nicely on top of my lids. It hasn't creased or anything. I'm kind of impressed. So I'm going to go into the color Hustle and set my eyes. Ooh, a lot of kickback. Holy moly. Yeah, that'll do. I'm going to use my favorite brush it's from Glam. I'll write it down there. Get rid of some of that. And I'm going to go in with, I do believe, that fun coral shade Hustle. This guy right there. It being very powdery formula to begin with, blending out is a little something. It seems to be just kind of like, it's not disappearing, but it's becoming like too broad, I guess. Like it's blending out too much. I'm not mad about it being so powdery. So I'm actually going to get a smaller brush. So this is a Vasanti brush. This is a contour eyeshadow brush. Looks like that. I really love this brush. I'm going to go right into the brick house, which inevitably will disappear but that's okay because I just want this to deepen. I have little skin tags on my eyelid right here. I don't know if you can see it. And I always just grab the color and hold on, make everything look whack as all hell. And nothing I can do about it. Actually, there's probably something I can do about it. I don't know, do you guys know anything about skin tags on eyelids? Like, I know that's a really common place. Like, I expect that it's probably just a genetic thing. I know that there's, I think, what is those, like, freezing things? Like, you can freeze them off. But I don't know how I feel about that. So these are blending nicely. They're definitely turning into one color though, which, I mean, they're so close in shade that I kind of expected it to anyways. So I'm gonna keep deepening up my color and my crease. I'm gonna color swap, and then I'm gonna go in with hard edge here. So I wanna kind of do a bit of a smoky eye, but I don't wanna smoke it out too much, right? Like I wanna keep the smoky eye mostly located just on the lid and let that red carry it the rest of the way up. I like this color. Okay, so far I'm really, really happy with hard edge. I think this is just the perfect brown to go with this palette. I think hard edge actually might work as an eyebrow powder too. I'm just gonna go back into that color Hustle, and I'm just gonna blend the edges out a little tiny bit. Yeah, I like that. I like the way that looks. Okay, I'm just gonna do the same on the other side. So I'm applying hard edge to my other lash, and I'm noticing it's a little bit like patchy. I mean, the other side went fine, so I don't know why this is being such a dink. It's not the worst though. I've seen worse. I've done worse. Okay, so I'm gonna color switch my little Vasanti, little tiny contouring eyeshadow brush. It's very small, perfect for little tiny hooded eyes like my own. And I'm just gonna go into the color Landmark. No, that's not Landmark. I fucked that up again. 1915. There you go. It's just this like really pale, this guy right here. I'm just gonna put that in the center, the corner of my lid. Corner? Yeah, mostly just there. What am I talking about? The center. Dumbass. So I was hoping that would lighten this up a little bit, but it certainly did not. It stood no chance against hard edge. Cool. I guess I will go into flat iron. And it's that bone white shade. We'll see if I can't lighten that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, thank you very much. There we go. I like the look. I'm going to tightline using hard edge. I'm just going to use this Smashbox dual-sided brush thing. So I'm just going to use the angled brush end of that, and I'm going to go in and tightline. I like to do this instead of eyeliner because I have like no lid space. So I don't really like to give up any lid space that could be dedicated to eyeshadow. I don't want to give it to eyeliner. Okay, so this doesn't tightline that great. I mean, which isn't surprising because it's, you know, the darkest shade in all of this, but it doesn't appear to be popping much of anything. But I'm going to do it to the other side anyways, just to be consistent. So tons of kick up in the pan, but no fallout at all. I'm pretty impressed with this. Tight lined. I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom lash line. So I'm just going to go back in with that shade Hustle under my eyes, my lower lash line. I'm going to take it right in. Okay, so I'm going to try Gridlock. So that cool, weird looking shade. I don't know why I'm tapping the back of that. And I'm going to just put that right along my lash line. See if that does anything. Yeah, a little bit. I actually like it. I like it better than if I had gone in with hard edge, that darker chocolate brown shade. I think Gridlock would suck on its own, but it seems to be a good color to use to deepen up any of the other colors in the matte bar. I don't know why this eye is such a jerk, but this eye waters like crazy, like all day long too. So since I was already using a Vasanti brush, which is found in Canadian drugstores, I totally forgot that that was a Canadian drugstore brand, Vasanti. Although it is a little bit more expensive, I have this Vasanti Kajal Waterline eyeliner. So this is a beautiful liner. I've had this for a while, and it's intended for tight lining, laying along your waterline, and it stays reasonably well. Like, it does a pretty good job of sticking around. Ooh, look at them go. They're watering so bad already. Ooh. That is not the liner's fault. That's me. Okay, so we've got mascara. So I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess Sculpting Volume Mascara. I like the texture on this. This is such a cutie. Oh, it's like a rubberized texture on it. I've heard so many beauty influencers talk about how much they love this mascara. So let's see how she goes. I really, really, really like brand new mascara. I love being able to put like 6 coats on. I don't care. That's okay. Seems to separate all right. Oh no. That's okay. It doesn't build up so great though. Like it builds up obviously, but it's starting to get kind of spidery. I like the applicator though. Like it's a very dainty, small kind of applicator. So that's one coat. Don't mind my little spot there. We're just gonna let that dry and do its thing. We'll scrape that off later. Wow, so that's a mascara. Essence Lash Princess. Okay, not too much. You don't have to go in with any coats on that one. I'm scared to do my lower lash line now. This type really look like a tarantula. Not pretty. Okay, that's a little much. Okay, this is a little too chunky for my tastes, but I can see why people are really into this because that's BAM! And for, I think it was $4.99. You cannot go wrong for $5. That's pretty good. Well, there's my eye look done. I'm just going to quickly go in with this Almay Brow Styler in the color brown. It's a eyebrow mascara type thing. Really, really like that applicator. I think that's fantastic. And let's go in and see how that looks. Well, that goes on nice and smooth. It's dark, which is okay, but it's not chunky. It's not dragging. Like, I don't know if you ever used the Milk Kush one. I don't like that at all. It is chunka shunka. Oh my God, it is so chunky. I think it's the applicator, to be honest. I think this rules because of this tiny little applicator. So that's the first eyebrow. Definitely added texture. I like it. It's always a shit show for me when I hit the second eyebrow with a brow mascara, just because I'm right-handed. Fuck it up, because it's the wrong angle. This would be great if you have your own eyebrows, I think. Oh, we are down to lipstick. Did I get a lip liner? No. Am I going to pull a lip liner that I already have from Essence? Yes. I'm going to go in with Under My Skin and line my lips up so that I have a nice color going on. So I'm not digging this. This is dry. Dry as all hell. I remember when I first got these, it was dry. I don't know why I thought it would get any better over time. Okay, not the hugest fan of that lip liner, but that's okay. So we're gonna go play with this Milani Color Statement lipstick in the color Matte Naked. Milani just only recently hit stores in Canada, maybe like a year, 2 years, not even. So, hello. Hello. It looks really, really sheer. I think I'm just gonna cover my entire lips with that liner. Oh, this is such a dry pencil. Miserable. But the color's cute after, once it's on. Doesn't go with my eye look at all, but the color's cute. This lipstick is dry as fuck too. Look at that. It is kind of matte. A little bit of a satin to it though. On camera, I think it looks pretty matte. Once it's on, I like it. Pretty good. Okay. I thought we were gonna hit a wall there with the Milani, and first product is a charm so far. I like it. Okay guys, so that is my full face of drugstore makeup. A lot of it was Maybelline accidentally. I'm really sorry. I didn't do that on purpose, I swear to God. But let's recap. So I started with the Maybelline Face Studio Chrome in the color gold, metallic gold, and I put that as the highlight on there. It's okay, I guess. It was too yellow, too goldy yellow. It just didn't really show up too much. The texture is kind of hard to work with, and I don't know, once it blended out, it looked really, really nicely, but to be honest, it doesn't really have much pop, so I'm not into it. I don't care. Next, we played with the Maybelline Urban Dream Urban cover. We got that in the wrong order. In Warm Nude. It was the wrong color. So that's my bad. Absolutely my bad. Not full cover at all. Definitely a creasy foundation. Not my favorite. I don't mind it, but it's not my go-to. It's not my number one foundation whatsoever. So this is the Maybelline Cheek Heat that we put on. This lifted up my foundation, lifted up my concealer. That's a no. I'm not a big fan of that one. That wasn't too cool. We did play with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer. I liked this one. This is in Natural. This is a great concealer. Wore that under my eyes. It's a little creasy. We did great color, great texture. I wore it as my base under my eyeshadow. Really did lay down really nicely and blended out really nicely. I think that's a great concealer. I set my face using the NYX Mineral Set It and Forget It cream powder in Deep Dark. These guys need a wider shade range for their setting powder, that's for freaking sure. I like this powder quite a bit. It definitely did settle into my lines, contributed quite a bit to my creasing and all that kind of jam, I'm sure. But otherwise, I really like this setting powder. Very smooth, blurring, it's just the right color, it's beautiful. It shouldn't be just the right color because this is medium dark and that's like, what the hell are y'all doing? I'm not a medium dark woman. So get your shit together, NYX. Let's move forward with that. Eyebrows. NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Espresso. Love it. Very natural looking. Covered up my little bald spots like this little guy right here reasonably well. Very rare somebody can really nail it. So the fact that you can barely tell that I had a bald spot there, I'm pretty impressed. I like that. I definitely recommend that eyebrow pencil. The Maybelline City Bronzer in the color 200, I guess. A bit of an orange bronzer. This, I think, was their deepest one, at least that I saw when I was shopping. You can do better than that, Maybelline. Definitely, you can do better than that. This was, you know, it's deeper than my skin tone, I guess. Too orange, though. I like it, but it's a little too orange to be wearing, you know, to be building up. The Ciate Confetti Highlighter. This little guy here. This is as far as I understand it, Ciate is an American drugstore brand. Correct me if I'm wrong, because, you know, I'm Canadian bumpkin. I don't really know all that much. It's all just, like, expensive. Like, that's like Sephora prices once we could exchange and cross the border. So if that's not a drugstore brand, I'm really sorry. We played with the Maybelline Matte Bar. I went through a few of these colors on there and create this little smoky eye. I like the look. I like the shadows. I think the shadows performed wonderfully. Okay, moving on, we played with the Almay Brow Styler. Freaking love it. I love this applicator. I love the color. I love the formula. I really, really like it. Vasanti Kajal Waterline pencil. You would use this to smoke stuff out. Like, you can make a very beautiful smoky eye with this. Very, very beautiful. And finally, for lips, I paired this Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner with this beautiful Milani Color Statement lipstick in the color Naked. I like this lipstick quite a bit. The lip liner is kind of bunk, but I think the lip liner was like $3, so let's not be a bitch about it. That's pretty damn good. The Milani, I enjoy this lipstick quite a bit. It's matte, it's creamy. And finally, the very last guy was this Essence Lash Princess mascara. I like it. It gave me spider lash. The first lash that I put on fresh out of the bottle, it looked beautiful. Second lash I went in and it looked a little bit more clumpy, but it wasn't bad or anything like that. I rather quite liked it. And then an honorable mention to the Quo Color Swap. This little guy here, which is, you know, like just a quick color changer for your brushes. And that was pretty fun and enjoyable, and I liked it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me while I make this face of drugstore makeup. I had a lot of fun, enjoyed, and I am a stan for some of these. She's a beauty. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you all very soon in a video not too long from now. So don't forget to subscribe. If there's a little bell ringing, like, I don't know, I don't actually do that. Like the notifications. I think you're supposed to encourage your viewership to do that, but I find that's very invasive. Don't notify me. I don't want your notifications. But anyways, please subscribe though. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again very soon. Like I said, in a video very, very, very soon. Yeah. Okay, good. Bye. I've had these cheeks my whole damn life, and I still don't know where the hell to put my blush. Oh, my eyes water so much. Why am I so fucking awkward? I am so fucking awkward. Oh, God. How do I get by? I need a beverage.